Okay, hike today is going to be going in at Aldrich Street, Litchfield State Forest. We're not going to go in the main trail that goes toward the pink house. We're going to start over here and then we're going to loop all the way around. We're going to come back around, and the main thing we're going to do today that's different is a trail called Boulderdash, which is up there. Going in at Aldrich, again, this is town land. And just stay to this side. You can actually see a property marker out there. And the trailhead is right here. Okay, so this is like waypoint A. Instead of going down there toward the power lines, we're taking a right at the red piece of duct tape, and we're taking a little cut-through trail. Lots of deer tracks out here, and after about a minute or two down the trail, you come to this nice rock wall. Step over this guy. And then in a minute, we'll hit the town line. You see the old town line marker. That's the old town line marker right by that tree. We're gonna take this old road due east toward the power lines, and then we're gonna loop back around. And just following this rock wall, and it ends up hitting the power lines right up there. Okay, now we're at the power lines, and we are gonna go that way, 2 towers, and then back in on the Litchfield State Forest Trail. So we're about 3/4 of a mile in. We've gone up the 2 poles. We are now headed back into the forest. If that way goes toward Litchfield, and then this trail right here goes again into Londonderry Musquash. We're headed back in this way. Okay, going in the woods now. You can go that way, Three Sisters. This way, Heron Trail. That way is a really cool trail, but because we're going to go Boulderdash, we're going to save a little bit of time. That ends up connecting back up with this trail. So we're headed in here, and then we're going to hit the infamous 4 corners. Pond right there, so we should be coming up on the 4 corners in a minute. Okay, we're at the 4 corners. This basically is the boundary line between Londonderry and Litchfield. So if we keep going straight, which is to the west, we hit the pink house. If we go down this trail, we end up going to Heron, and we're going to go down Boulderdash, which Judy's going down. That's where we just came from. That's coming from the east, from the power lines, and this is where that Three Sisters comes out. So instead of going this way, we're going to bang a left. We're going to go on the Heron Trail, which actually goes down toward Tanager. And then we're going to take this immediate right up here to go onto an unmarked trail called Boulderdash. This one right here. This is backwoods Litchfield. Here we go. I can tell it's here because people rode their fat bikes down here. Okay, still on this Boulderdash trail. So this trail basically runs parallel with the Litchfield State Forest Trail. And on my left ends up being that Colonial Drive area over there if you cut through the woods. And that's kind of where we're at. A lot of mountain bikers come through here, it looks like. Still on Boulderdash, and the direction we're heading in is mostly downhill. So if you're coming in the other direction, coming back up the opposite way, there's a little bit of elevation here, so it'll get your heart pumping. It's basically as backwoods as you're going to get in the greater Litchfield metropolitan area. Okay, we're at the end of Boulderdash. We are at 50 minutes and 2.12 miles. So that Boulderdash was a little bit more than a mile. So now we're kind of facing west. We're facing the Pink House. If you go this way, I haven't been there, but I think that connects up with Colonial Drive. We're going to go this way, that big gigantic rock. That's going to line up with the Litchfield State Forest Trail. So we came out of here, and we're going that way. Ooh, actually looks like we're entering state land. Here you go. Here you go. Okay, now we're at the intersection with the State Forest Trail, and we're only on that for like 5 minutes. And that was called Lost Dog Bog, 0.4 miles to Colonial Drive. Okay, so we came to the intersection now, and we're headed back toward where we started. That way heads west. That takes you right to Hillcrest and Albuquerque. We're gonna go that way, and that takes you back up to Aldrich. So we're headed back up this way. Okay, we're at the infamous Hopping Frog Pond, right on the Litchfield State Forest Trail. God, if we didn't have snow, we could probably skate on it. Right, coming back up toward the end, so this is the only other decision point. We're on the Litchfield State Forest Trail. We're headed east. If you go up there, that continues the Litchfield State Forest Trail and hits the Four Corners where we were before. But to get to Aldrich, you need to go this way. So there's like a Y right here. Gonna stay to the left. I'm gonna have to put some sort of sign right there to help people out. This little sign right there that says Londonderry Musquash. Sign right there that says Aldrich. So we're headed this way. A couple of minutes, we'll be done. Okay, we're back at Aldrich Street. There's a sign saying we entered the state forest. Here's Aldrich Street right there. There's Judy. So what we ended up doing, kind of sum it up, is we went in over here, which is town land, went all the way in over there, all the way back to the power lines, up the power lines, back in on the Litchfield State Forest Trail, then took Boulderdash, which kind of parallels the Litchfield State Forest Trail, came back out to the main trail. Here we are. It is about an hour and 5 minutes and just about 3 miles. And I would say this, for Litchfield, that's an intermediate hike. It's not all flat. So you get your heart pumping a little bit. Nice hike. That's about as backwoods as we get here in Litchfield. All right, signing out.